Welcome back to the second installment of our study of databases and database users. We left off, if you recall, the last time talking about the large commercial databases. A database management system is a collection of programs that create repositories of data tables, programs that manipulate the data and query the data, and so on. It enables users to create and maintain the database. It provides the tools to define the data. For example, data can be numeric or it can be text. It can be a date or it can have a special form. All of this is considered data structure or data type. There may be restrictions on who can see it, how it can be used, or there can be constraints on how large a number may be, for example. These issues are managed by the user or the administrator with the database management system. Metadata is data about data. It is the definition of the database or descriptive information of the data. It is stored by the database management system in the form of a database catalog or a data dictionary. Let's remember that term, data dictionary, a repository of information about the data. In fact, let's make data dictionary our mystery word for this installment. The data dictionary may also be accessed in order to identify field names, types, and sizes for whatever purpose the user needs, such as creating a report. Manipulating a database involves querying and updating the database. It includes generating reports about the data. This is when the access to the data dictionary is important. Sharing a database allows multiple users and programs to access the data simultaneously. But it also introduces other issues, such as how does the system handle a transaction when one user is updating a record while another user is updating the same record at the same time. Just imagine what kind of problems could arise from a situation like this. An application program accesses the database by sending queries or requests for data to the database management system. Your student record system is made up of applications that allow you to see your academic records, register for class, print out your schedule, and so on. A query typically causes some data to be retrieved. A transaction may cause some data to be read and some data to be written into the database. The term query, originally meaning a question or an inquiry, is now loosely used for all types of interactions with databases, including modifying data. Other important functions provided by the database management system include protecting the database and maintaining it over a long period of time. Protection includes 1. System protection against hardware or software malfunction or crashes, and 2. Security protection against unauthorized or malicious access. One reason that we're seeing more and more applications being created that utilize an underlying database system is that the database itself manages many of these protection issues, thereby greatly assisting the programmer with those responsibilities. Unfortunately, with the old from the ground up software development methods where the programmer created the data files used by the application, issues like securing the data are often not properly implemented at program development time and left to be reverse engineered after the fact. Otherwise, they would have to be accomplished by the user using the organization's standard operating procedures to secure that data. And this will vary in quality from one organization to another. A typical large database may have a life cycle of many years. So the database management system must be able to maintain the database system by allowing the system to evolve as requirements change over time. All systems require change because all organizations change. If you show me an organization that is not changing, I'll show you an organization that is failing because organizations change by perhaps changing products, adding product lines, dropping product lines, changing services, changing the way they do things, all in an attempt to make themselves more profitable and successful. And therefore, if they're not changing, that means that the organization is stagnant and dying. But most organizations like to change in order to stay on top of their game, and in order for that to happen, the database must be able to change with them. And systems built on database management systems make change significantly more efficient. Let's take a break here. Be sure to answer your mystery question before you leave, and then go out to this coursework area and check my knowledge on the material that we covered in this lecture. And when you're ready, come on back for the next installment of our series on databases and database users.